What's going on, guys? Daniel here from Guide to Vaping, otherwise known as the Vaping Demon. Today I'm going to be taking 5 minutes to talk about something I picked up last weekend at Vapor Slam 2. You'll have to excuse me right now, I'm just getting over the flu, I guess. It was convention lurgy that struck everybody down. I'm just getting over it, so just ignore it, I am doing. Today we're here to talk about one thing and one thing only. It's straight out of the studios of Uncle Mike's Elixirs. It's tasty, by the way. It's Umcle Creepy's awesome sauce. Right, it's a near impossibility in the industry to get under the distribution umbrellas of 3D and CCI. But this company with their various lines has managed to do that, right? If there's a convention on the circuit, you are likely to find them represented there, 9 times out of 10 by the man behind the cartoons. Creepy guy. I actually got a chance to meet with him last weekend at Vapor Slam. We talked for a couple of minutes. And I realised that he's the kind of person that puts his heart and soul into every product that he puts out there. He doesn't just care about making money, he cares about making the community great. He cares about vapors' needs and what vapors want. You can tell that with the products, but we'll get into that in a second or two. For the last week, I've had this bottle right here staring at me on the shelf, right? I have to tell you, after a day or two, you start to feel as though you are being judged by those eyes. He sits there looking at you as if to say, vape me. And then when you go to pick the bottle up, you think he's looking at you saying, shh, put it down, don't touch it. Right, let's get onto this review thing, shall we? So, on the front of the bottle, as you can see, we have a pretty much monochromatic tone. The only colour in the black and white is the awesome in awesome sauce, and down at the bottom you have a tiny little flag that says across it America, because that's where this bottle's made. Now you flip the bottle onto one side, you find all the regular warnings that you'd think that you'd find on the bottle, the ingredients list. You turn it over to the other side, you see that it tells you exactly how much nicotine's in there, in a way that you can read it from across the room. Beneath that you have the Prop 65 warning from California, and down at the bottom you see it's made by Uncle Mike's Elixirs, and then it has a little Instagram and Facebook picture there. Now this has been sitting in direct light for a week. The product inside is still crystal clear. Right? As for the bottle itself, we all know what a clear glass bottle looks like with a dripper cap. Right, this dripper, it works, it's tight. I press it, it sucks up some juice. Now let's talk about the juice. Now, flavour is subjective, we all know that. My taste buds are different than yours. I might love something, you might hate something. But with this particular flavour, there was something in it that kind of popped a switch in my mind and took me back to childhood. Right. It doesn't happen with liquids very often, but when it does, they quickly become favourites. Plain and simple. Excuse me. Right, so, you go to their website, and the only claim that they make about this e-liquid, I'm going to read it for you, is a blend of fresh sweet strawberries and tart apple on the finish that is flat out awesome. Basically, you hit this stuff, you get hit in the face with strawberries on the way in, and then on the way out, you are left with a nice tart apple flavour. I'm going to have to remind myself what it tastes like. Just give me a second. Okay. When they made this bottle, they put awesome sauce on the label. Honestly, they also managed to put awesome sauce inside there as well. The flavour on this is phenomenal. Even though I'm just getting over the flu now, when I first hit this at Vapor Slam, I got excited. It popped a switch in my head, and it's still doing it now. You don't get any taste of any sweeteners, you don't get any taste of any added chemicals or any excuse me, any added crud in there. You just get the flavour of the strawberries that are sweet and ripe, and the apples that are juicy and tart. Alright, let's talk about vapor production. Right, I'm rocking this right now on a Rulo RX200 at 66 watts. Yeah, I've got a 200 watt device that I'm running at 66.6 watts. I know. I've got it on a CCI arc on 2-post deck. I am running a 0.25 build in there. Nothing fancy, nothing exciting. It's my all-day vape. It's where I like to be. Right, I've actually tested this between 60 and 120 watts. The flavour doesn't go anywhere. The flavour is phenomenal. According to the website, the juice is a max VG line. Now, when you actually look into that a little bit further, you find that it is a 70-30 e-liquid, which for me is perfectly fine. It means it will work in a tank, it will work in a dripper, no problem. Cloud production on a max VG line, you would expect to be phenomenal. This does not disappoint. Thick, juicy, lustrous clouds. And that flavour, I'm sorry, I can't get over it. It just excites me every time. Now, if you can get me off my sickbed to make a review video on an e-liquid, you must be doing something right. There is one problem that I have with this e-liquid line. Now, it's something that I've said before in videos, and it's something that I'll say again. A lot of manufacturers now, on their website, list them at 0, 3 and 6 milligrams of nicotine. Right? They're cutting themselves off from a massive portion of the market, the people who vape above a 6 nic. Right? Here's the way I look at it with this company in particular. I happen to believe that if you email the guys over there at Uncle Mike's Elixirs, they will quite happily make it for you in a 24, because that's the kind of people that they are. I had to mark them down because it isn't on the website, but I know that in reality they will do it for you. I gotta hit it again. Yeah, imagine cranking this up. Right now, I'm not going to do it because I will kill myself, literally. Baby clouds from the demon today. So, all in all, I've had a great experience with Uncle Mike's Elixirs. More importantly, with Umcle Creepy's awesome sauce. Now, as I said earlier in the video, they didn't just write it on the label, they actually put it inside the bottle as well. Now, I'm sure by now you want to get your hands on a bottle of this right here. If you look on the screen, I'm going to put the link up there. I'm also going to put it down in the description for you. And you can, like myself, become a member of the Yumi cult. I am, without a doubt, now fully sold on the e-liquid, as I believe it can become my all-day vape. Now, as always, guys and gals, I've been the Vaping Demon, otherwise known as Daniel from Guide to Vaping. Until the next time, peace.